Good evening, all. And in today's workshop, okay. So in today's workshop, we are going to discuss how to transform, how to transform to Gen AI engineer, how to transform to Gen AI engineer, okay, Gen AI engineer or Gen AI developer, okay. How to transform as Gen AI engineer for all data professionals, okay. How to transform. How to transform to Gen AI engineer role for all data professionals. So, what is data professionals here? In the market, we are having the different people are going to work on the data, like database related people, like database admins, right? Or data analyst, okay? Data engineers, data engineers, and data related to working with the data people, that is ML engineers in the market. So these are all the people who are working with the data every day. Okay, right? So like database people, database related people, or with a data analyst and this one, and even the .NET engineers who are working, or cloud engineers, cloud related. Okay. Now, within the cloud, these people who are working in the data professionals, who are the data professionals, means already working professionals, here more precisely focusing on the working professionals, or the people who has completed the data analytics or data engineer or ML engineer course, but still waiting for the jobs. Okay, either the working professionals, okay, or second one is students who completed the other course and waiting for job. Okay, when you have done some other course but still you have not got the jobs, now you are waiting for the jobs, means which is the best one, and how you can transform into the Gen AI engineer role. As we know, first Gen AI engineers, Gen AI engineers. What is the work of Gen AI engineers? Means they are going to develop the Gen AI models. Okay, they are going to create the Gen AI models for for the company. I mean, okay, so they are going to majorly focus on the Gen AI development part. Okay, for the content creation. Okay, for the notes or something like this. So we are having the Gen AI. Majorly, the Gen AI engineers are going to develop the Gen AI models. That is a major work of a Gen AI engineer when compared to any other role. So as we know, in the different roles, different people will work in a different way. Like data analyst will analyze the existing data and generate the insights. And data scientist will develop some kind of machine learning algorithms by applying some kind of machine learning algorithms, and they try to develop the models. Okay, whereas Gen AI engineers are going to develop and deploy the Gen AI models and applications for the content creation, automation, and majorly focusing on the personalized experiences. So they are going to create the Gen AI applications for generation. That is first one. And along with the content generation, okay, for content generation and for making the work automation, few things, okay, to make this few things automation by using the agentic AI. AI agents, by using the AI agents, and also to create the models to generate the personalized experience, means like a chatbot. So individual to individual, they may ask whatever the questions they are interested. So here we have to create some kind of chatbots, like creating a personalized experience experiences. Okay, so that is the work of a Gen AI engineer. So now these Gen AI engineers are having the more demand in the market, more demand in market. Why they have created the more demand in market means the reason behind that is, okay, one is automation by using the AI agents. It is making the cost cutting. Okay, AI agents are making the cost cutting, that whatever the work was done by the individual human beings, it is done mostly automation, and it is trying to reduce the the expenditure. What are the expenditure for the project is there, right? It is going to reduce the work expenditure, and it is going to increase the profits for the company. So mostly they are implementing the to go with the automation of few things. Why we can't create the AI agents? This is one reason means. Second is nowadays everything are made with the personalized. For example, one person might be interested in one case, in another person might be interested in another one. So why we can't create a personalized separately experience for each individual? Okay, like a recommendation or content, anything. So these things, why we can't create a personalized? Okay, so that is AI engineer role. So this is having the more demand in the market. Now, to in order to be as a Gen AI engineer, or in order to transform to as a Gen AI engineer, first we should know, okay, what is the Gen AI engineer requirement? So what exactly the company is looking for? Once we know that, and once we learn that, automatically we are going to convert as a Gen AI engineer. So here, first we should know what a company looking for a professional. What company is looking for a professional of Gen AI engineer? What company looking for being as a Gen AI engineer? Being as a Gen AI engineer. Okay. So what company is looking for to be as a Gen AI engineer? So, and here we are going to understand whether these people, okay, whether these people will know all these things, that is skills. If you are having the skills and experience related to this, automatically you are going to have the job. In order to transform all the existing working professionals, if they want to transform to Gen AI role or agentic AI role, just they have to add something related to automation, and they want to show that automation by showing the some kind of work related to agentic AI. For example, your existing project is there, previous existing project you have worked. I'm saying about the working professionals, regarding the working professionals. Okay, whoever the working professionals are there. Okay, so these working professionals, now these working professionals, who are the working professionals are there, and you want to be as a Gen AI developer means in in your project, in your project, somewhere you are going to use the APIs. In your project, if you are using APIs, and using the APIs, and if you are working your project, these APIs you have to use with respect to agentic AI. Okay, that is AI, using the AI agents, and you want to have the automation. You have to show some kind of automation was done in your existing project. Now, once you show like that, automatically what happens is in the next company, when you are having the previous skills along with the agentic AI skills, automatically the company will give the more preference with more weightage because you are reducing for the company expenditure. The reason behind that. Okay. So all the working professionals in your projects, what are the projects you are using in the company? Just wherever is possible, just try to connect with the some kind of AI agents implementation and try to show one project related to that and which you have reduced the cost of the project. Automatically, once you show that cost of the project was reduced, means it increases the profit of the company. Automatically, once the company gets more profit, means they'll hire you. This is a simple logic, right? So just you have to use the AI agents and you have to make your work somewhat simplified. Now, what exactly the skills required to be as a AI Gen AI engineer, or which we call it as also a roadmap. In other words, we call it as a roadmap to be as Gen AI engineer. Gen AI means automatically agentic AI also included in that. Okay, to be as a Gen AI engineer, what is the roadmap? Okay, so first we should know the skills. So now coming to the first part, that is skills. What are the skills are required? Skills required is majorly first we require the Python. Along with the Python, one programming language. To implement any softwares or anything, first we should know one programming language. Any person should know at least one programming language. That programming language we are going to choose is Python. Okay. And most of the times we are going to use the Python because artificial intelligence can be easily implemented in the Python when compared to any other programming languages. Okay. One, you require the Python. Second, okay, you should have the idea about the basics of ML and DL. What is meant by ML and what is meant by DL and how they are going to work. So you should have the basics of machine learning and deep learning. You should know the concepts of machine learning and deep learning. This is the second one which you should learn. After learning the machine learning and deep learning, then you can understand the artificial intelligence. First, you have to learn the artificial intelligence, and within this artificial intelligence, you should learn some concepts related to transformers. What is meant by transformers? What is meant by pre-trained transformers? Means already trained models. How we are going to use the existing models? How to develop the models from the starting? Okay, base or how to use the existing. You should know how to develop the model from scratch level. Okay, without using anything. Second, you should know how to use how to use existing models, means already available models, existing models, okay, for our projects. Okay, how to use the existing models. One, you should know how to develop. At the same time, you should know how to use the existing models, right? And once you are familiar with the AI concepts, after AI, so and once you are familiar with the Python, machine learning, and deep learning, and along with the this artificial intelligence, and here you are going to use the data. Okay, that is text data. Okay, so what are the text data is there? In the text data, something will be important called as sequential and non-sequential. So some kind of projects we are having where sequential of words are important. Sequential of words are important. Some cases where the sequential of words are not important, just words are important. So we should know for both the kinds of projects. So which is sequential by non-sequential and how to develop. So sequential and non-sequential data. So sequential and non-sequential data. So with non-sequential text data, you should know how to develop the projects. So using the non-sequential data, we can develop some projects like sentiment analysis, sentiment analysis project. It doesn't have a sequence order of the data. And we also can do the text documentation or text clustering projects. Clustering. For these two, we doesn't require the sequential order of the data for doing this. So we should know what is non-sequential data and how to do these kind of projects. At the same time, we should know how to work with the sequential order of data. Sequential data. That sequential data works with the example of the projects are chatbot, chatbot, or ChatGPT. All these things. Okay, where we are having the sequential order of the data is important and summarization. Okay, so for all these things, the sequential order of the data is important. So just we should learn the how to work with this kind of projects. And once we know this one, then now we can move on to the actual Gen AI. Now, so Gen AI part. Now in the Gen AI, now we are going to understand what is meant by lang chains, how to use the lang chain models. Okay, here we know how to create the chat GPT or the chatbot or something. Now we are going to use majorly focusing on the lang chains part and using the lang chains and RAG models. Using these two, we are going to develop the Gen AI. Now, sir, what is this exactly this Gen AI difference versus a normal artificial intelligence means? So here in the Gen AI, I'm going to teach completely for the machine in the Gen AI models. What we are going to do is we are going to teach or we are going to train complete data. We are going to train the complete data, and based on the complete data, what are the data we have trained, and from that we are going to make some questions like example purpose chatbot. We are going to train the complete. Earlier we used to train the models such a way question and answers would be differed. But now we are going to give the complete chapter or complete about the related to stuff anything. So once we give the entire data related to that, and once it learns the data, and once after that, if you're asking the some questions based on that, okay, how it is going to work? This is called as Gen AI models. Is the point is clear? So now we are going to create these GenAI models and we are going to use the LangChain and RAG techniques and we are going to develop the GenAI models. So once the person knows this is the order and in this what are the different types of projects can be done using this, and once the person knows what is machine learning and what are the different types of ML techniques are there like supervised, unsupervised, and in the deep learning what are the different types of deep learning techniques are there, and what are the different algorithms, deep learning algorithms, and what are the use of each algorithm and how it is going to work. Everything. Once we know all these things and in the sequential order, once we learn the lang chains and RAG models, from there we are going to learn the agentic AI. And within the agentic AI, we are going to learn the lang graphs, lang chains, how we are having in the same way lang graphs, and N8N models. Now, by learning all these things, now we can turn as a Gen AI developer and we can create some models. So these are the skills the person should be familiar. Okay, these are the different skills the person should be familiar. And from these skills, they have to develop some projects, experience. Okay, so using these concepts, we have to build various projects by implementing all these whatever we have learned like Python or ML or in the Python we should know what is meant by APIs and how to integrate the APIs. In machine learning we should learn how to work with the algorithms and some projects related to ML, and deep learning, some projects related to deep learning, artificial intelligence. What are the things? What are the concept you are learning? Every concept you should have some projects. So then, based on the projects, we can understand that you are having the skill to implement them. So now every person has to transform, or if you want to be as a Gen AI engineer, this is the order which you have to learn. Okay. Now automatically you can be at transform. So already existing professionals and working professionals, simply they can integrate some kind of APIs. What are the API works you are going to do now? That API works instead of doing collecting and working and integrating the APIs. All these things you are going to do automation by using the AI agents. Then automatically it will be very simple. Is the point is clear? Everyone understood? So just here two things only important for the company. One is called as skills and second one is called as experience. That experience is nothing but projects. How you have implemented the projects in the real-time projects. Real-time is in the companies. Are we in the way we are going to implement in the company in the same way, or like some projects which are available in the textbook or material or something like this? You have implemented in the real-world projects or basic level projects. So they'll observe what level of projects you have done, and based on that, they'll understand this how much amount of subject you are having, and from that now you can start applying for the companies. Everyone is clear, guys? Now, so here we are having the okay a course at Naresh IT. We are having the course at Naresh IT related to Gen AI and agentic AI, which includes, as just now what I have told you in the sequential order. So these are the things which are included. So here we are going to have the Python, machine learning, artificial intelligence, that is AI, and Gen AI. Within the Gen AI, majorly we are going to focus on LLM models along with the LLM lang chains, RAG. So these are the three things: LLM models, LangChain, and RAG. So how to use these models, and within the agentic AI, land graphs and N8N models majorly. So all these things, including MCP. Okay. Now, so all these things, just this is the order of learning. And once you learn all these things, 100% you can convert to Gen AI role, Gen AI developer role. Okay. And here, point is your previous experience will be considered or not. That is the question. For all the working professionals, you might have a question of previous experience will be considered, or again, I have to start as a fresher miss. 100% your previous experience will be considered. You are going to implement your previous experience only, plus in that you are going to add these Gen AI skills. Is the point is clear? Now, for all these things, do we require some kind of mathematical knowledge, miss? Absolutely, we require. Absolutely, we require. And that max, what are the max knowledge we require no? For related to AI? So, what are the basic max is required? That is sufficient. We don't want the high level of max. So in our course, we are implemented all these things, what are the Gen AI and agentic AI related. And in order to transform as a Gen AI engineer, whatever is required, everything was integrated in the course. And this course was structured in such a way where it has, complete, okay, complete Gen AI related, and along with that, the course, okay, completely focused from the what are the course is there. This course may completely starts from the basics to advanced. An iOS app developer can transform to Gen AI developer. Shiva Rama 100%. That is not a problem, right? So here we are going to move from the basics to advanced. This is the first one. Here we are going to learn the concepts. What are the concepts are there? Every concept we are going to learn from the basic to advanced. And here we are going to do the multiple projects, 20 projects we are going to do, 20 plus projects we are going to do for this. Okay, 20 projects we are going to cover in this course. And all these we are going to start from the basics to advanced, and we are going to acquire complete skills related to this. This is the first step. This is the second. And this course, what are the course we are having? This course consists of 3.5 months duration. Just in a 3.5 months duration, we can transform from from any data professional role to GenAI developer role. Presently, I'm working as a data research executive. Is this experience useful for me to add? 100% you can add. Your previous complete experience, what are the existing salary you are having, it will be considered. And plus, you can expect a minimum hike of 20 to 30% over to that. Right? So it is a just a 3.5 months program. In 3.5 months program, you are going to completely transform. And it here in this course, we are going to completely focus from the basics to advanced and multiple projects. That is nothing but you can have the multiple experience, and we are having the you are having the experience, projects, skills, and everything plus placement assistance through interview preparation. I'm going to give you the how to prepare for the interview and what are required for the interview, and we are going to prepare everything in this. Okay, and not only this, you are also having the placement assistance from Naresh IT. So you can have the multiple. So this is the complete course content. Sir, I'm fresher. I have knowledge in Power BI, database, and Python. Can I join this course? I don't have skills in ML. Now here, complete. It is going to integrate. So as I've told you, you should have a knowledge on Python along with the Python ML also. So here, this course includes the complete ML, complete ML. So here you can learn the complete ML, Mohammed, right? So in this course itself, you can learn the complete ML from the basics to advanced, everything. Shivram Yadav. Here, what are the present package you are getting? Some XYZ package. Okay, something. So, what are the present package you are getting? What are the existing professionals are there? Present package. Plus, if you can add some this Gen and agentic AI skills in your project. So, in your projects, are you going to use APIs? Yes or no? Shivram Yadav? Yes. So for that APIs, can you do the some kind of automation by using the AI agents? Yes or no? Maybe. Right? Now, so after learning this one, just by adding the GenAI or agentic AI services in your project, okay, whatever it is there, just by adding the these skills plus your present package, what are the present package you are going to get? Okay, you are working some present package, you are having something like this, right? Now with that, if you can add these skills, automatically it increases the salary, it increases the salary in your area only with plus 30% of hike. What are the present you are getting? 30 to 50% of the hike you can expect. Minimum I'm writing, maximum it can lead to the even 100% 200% of the hike also. And for this particular course, okay, we are not having any kind of prerequisite, no prerequisite or nothing, right? There is no prerequisite for this course. For example, if you don't know Python, we are going to teach you the Python. So whatever is required, Python, we are going to cover. Machine learning, we are going to cover. Deep learning, we are going to cover. Artificial intelligence, we are going to cover. Different types of data projects we are going to cover. Gen AI projects, Gen AI concepts, agentic AI, everything we are going to cover. There is no prerequisite. If you don't know anything also, not a problem. So complete no prerequisites for this particular course, and completely you can learn from the base. Okay, and for this whatever the ML is there now, complete ML is also included, complete ML. complete ML, complete AI. Okay. Now this fees, what are the about the fees? Just it is 20,000. In the market we are having, okay, the same thing we are having in the market with 45,000, which includes the complete ML. If you include the complete ML, okay. So without ML, they are charging only for Gen and agentic AI only around 20,000. By including the Python and ML and everything, if you include, it is costing around 45,000 in the market. The fees, what are the fees is there? Fees is approximately 40,000 in the market. If you want, you can cross check. 40,000, which includes Python, Python, ML, AI, Gen AI, okay, and agentic AI. In the market, they are calling it as a master program. By keeping as a master's program, they have given the name as some kind of master's program or something like this. But same you are going to get at Naresh IT under this course. It is not 40,000, just 20,000, just 50% of that, 20,000. Okay. In the 20,000 itself, you are going to get without any kind of recordings, without recordings. If you want with recordings, means I want the recordings, class recordings also for my revision purpose because I'm a working professional. Sometimes the class timing will not be set for me. In that case, go with the 25,000. 25,000 with recordings. You are going to get the every recording. Okay, completely. So 20,000 without recordings and 20,000 without recordings, 25,000 with recordings. You are going to have like this. Okay, right? This is the program fee structure. And Mayur, what if I'm not interested in ML? This course will be understood. ML is just an add-on for this concept, or it is mandatory to learn. It is mandatory. Someone is having a knowledge on AI means obviously the person will have the knowledge on ML. So without completing the BTech, can you complete the MTech master's degree? Is that possible? Of course, if you say in the market, I have completed masters, you are having the masters only, but without completing the BTech, is that possible? Same way. So obviously, having if you are having the knowledge on ML only, then only you can understand AI concepts. Because without learning how the machine understands this one, then how can you understand the intelligence part, human intelligence, and machine intelligence part? Is the point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Done. Now, as one of the student is asking could you share the syllabus copy? 100% I'm going to share you the syllabus copy. And for getting the syllabus copy, just everyone please join in this WhatsApp community. Here you can find the syllabus copy. You can scan this and you can join in this WhatsApp community. Done, everyone? And you're also having the link. Okay, link was also shared for you. in the chat box. Can you open the chat box? In the chat box also we have shared you the link. Yeah, Venkat, how much time every day the class timings are? What are the class timings are there? Class timings. Class timings are from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Okay, 1.5 hour class. Additional to 1.5 hour, you have to practice for additional 1.5 hour. So apart from this, just if when you can dedicate additional 1.5 hour for your practice is sufficient. 1.5 hour for practice. If you can add 1.5 hour time for practice other than the class, that is sufficient, right? Is there any morning classes? As of now, there is no morning classes. This is the class timings. Next, coming to the this. Okay, if anyone are interested, you can contact the admin. Okay, admin number. I'm just sharing the admin number here. The admin details are 9154861173. Name is Arif. Is admin. Okay, the point of contact. Simply to say point of contact. And other person is 799 again 799 8956. Name is Lena. She is also an admin. Out of these two, you can call to any one of the person. I mean, you can message to any of the person and you can have. Kalavati, only for recordings you will not get. Pre-recorded videos we are not going to sell. Only recordings you are not going to get. And the classes would be, what are the classes are there? Classes are from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. And on every Saturday. Plus Saturday also. Saturdays we are having the every Saturday we will have the ML separately ML. Okay. Basically, this course doesn't include the ML, but as a prerequisite we require the ML. So for that reason, we are including the complete ML, right? The complete ML, which is free of cost, that is on Saturdays. That is on Saturdays. So literally to say the classes would be from Monday to Saturday. Venkat, is that clear? Done. Still, anyone, any questions? Praveen, what is the difference between the full stack data science with Gen A and agentic AI versus this? Now, in the okay, full stack data science course, full stack data science course. What are the full stack data science course you're asking? Full stack data science with Gen AI and agentic AI. With Gen and agentic AI. Okay, versus our course exclusively Gen AI and agentic AI. This is the question, right? Your question. Exactly. What is the difference? Praveen, this is the question, huh? At Naresh IT, what is the difference? Done. Now, coming to the first one. Here we are going to learn the from Python to advanced Python. Okay. Here also we are going to learn the same Python. Next, here we are going to learn the statistics, some kind of statistics. And from that, we are going to learn some data visualization, that is Matplotlib and also called as Seaborn. That is second one. Okay. Here we no need to learn that because we are not going to work on any kind of data science related or data analysis related. These two not required for us. Here we are going to learn the machine learning, and that machine learning we are going to learn here completely same. So statistics is not included. Statistics and data visualization, plots and everything are not included here. And next, here we are going to learn the deep learning. Here also we are going to learn the deep learning. Okay. And here we are going to learn the AI. What are the AI related work is there? AI, artificial intelligence. Here also we are going to learn the same. Here also we are going to learn the same. And next, Gen AI. And here also we are going to learn the Gen AI. But here, advanced Gen AI. Advanced. Advanced means here they are going to spend on the Gen AI, okay? 2 weeks. Assume it is 2 weeks. 2 weeks we are spending on the Gen AI means here we are going to spend on the Gen AI approximately 7 weeks. You can ask simply the question, okay? How many weeks we are spending on the Gen AI in the full stack data science program? How much time we are spending for this? How much time for each of them? If you take like that. So here in the Gen AI program, we are exclusively focusing on the Gen AI agentic AI, which is advanced AI, where we are going to focus for 7 weeks. And next, coming to the agentic AI, here they'll teach you agentic AI just in 1 week. And the basics of agentic AI. Here we are going to learn the same agentic AI, but in advance. Okay. And where we are going to add instead of 1 week, 3 weeks exclusively for this. So like this, we are going to have the more amount of time we are going to spend on the Gen and agentic AI when compared to the basics of Gen and agentic AI. We are going to learn the in depth. This is number one. Okay, here they are going to focus on the statistics and data visualization, which we are not going to do here. And the fees for this one is without recordings, 27,000 and 32,000 with recordings, 27 and 32,000. That is without recordings, without recordings. Now, here we are going to have the same thing, okay, with 20,000 only. And 32,000 with recordings. Whatever we are having here, plus 5,000. That same thing we are going to have here with 25,000. Okay, this is second difference. And the third difference is duration. Here, what are the duration we are having? This duration includes to 6 to 7 months of program. It is 6 to 7 months, whereas this duration is of 3.5 months program, which is half of that. Is that clear? And next, here we are going to learn the statistics or data visualization. Along with that, we are also going to learn SQL, Power BI. Now, these things are nothing required here, SQL and Power BI or anything. Those things, because there is no data analysis concept only. So that is also not required here. Okay, majorly to focus exclusively on Gen and agentic AI part, this course was developed. Majorly focus more in depth on that area, right? Does it requires SQL? For us, we don't require. Agentic AI and Gen and Agentic AI doesn't require the SQL part. Not required. We don't require the SQL part, right? Ben, your question is clear? Next, uh, yeah, Praveen, question is clear. Ben, your question. Next, Gajapati Rai. Uh, what are the tools to be used in this course? So we are going to use the Hugging Face, lang chains, lang graphs. These are the tools which we are going to use here in this particular course. Okay. And second, what is day to day task? Okay, what is the day to day task? Means every day whatever we are going to work, right? Related to that, I'm going to share you some task for your practice purpose. Narayana, how about NA10? So that is also included as the part of the course. This is also included in the part of the course. Obviously, lang chains, lang graphs, NA10 models, all these things are included. Ben, how to build, run, debug, and fix without DB. So here DB is there, but the DB, what is the DB you are having is not SQL. It is vector database. We are going to learn the DB only. Okay, as your question was DB, right? So in this DB, what are the course content we are having? In our course, we are having the database. Okay, if you see here, we are going to learn the database and everything that is vector database. How to work with the vector database. Now it is clear, right? So can you please specify which are the tools we are going to learn in the course along with the tool specialization? Yes, as I've told you, we are going to work with the Python, the tools. What are the different tools we are going to cover? Miss Python. 1 minute. The tools we are going to cover the Python. Okay. Next, we are going to cover the tools like NLTK. Next, Python libraries. What are the different Python libraries and platforms we are going to use? Means this one, and we are going to use the Hugging Face, and we are going to use the lang chains and lang graphs. So these are the various things which we are going to use in our case. These are the different tools. Yes, I'm going to share you the course content. For getting the course content, just you have to join in the WhatsApp community. Once you join the WhatsApp community, you can receive the course content here. You can join the WhatsApp community, right? Everyone is clear. Still, anyone has any questions, guys? Um, yeah, Raj. So we are going to cover multiple things. You want me to write each and every like Gemini, ChatGPT, OpenAI, all these things? Raj, you want me to name like that in that way? If your requirement is that, I can write even that. If they are specified in the syllabus, then it's fine. Yes, you can go through the syllabus once clearly. Everything was specified in the syllabus clearly, very clearly. LLM models, LLM, okay, OpenAI, Gemini, everything, Llama index, everything was specified. Will the syllabus shared in the community? Yes, it will be shared in the community. Just give me a minute. I look. Arif, could you please add in the community the syllabus copy now? One more time. Yeah. Sir, after the payment, they will give the classes link. Exactly. Yeah. Now the if I want to change the timings, there is no possibility of changing the timings. There is no possibility of changing the timings. The timings of the classes would be between 6 to 7:30. Yeah. Arif has shared you the. Arif, can you share that in the WhatsApp community, within the community? In the chat box, you can see at the same time in the community. One more time. Ganesh, all ChatGPT, AutoGPT, LangChain, LLM, Gemini, Hugging Face, all can be used in the company where I'm working, and all are open source. Exactly. Everyone, everything, whatever we are going to integrate here in our course, everything we are going to use is open source only. None of them no need to pay. They are in the base and trial version will be available. For some of them, trial version will be there. Some of them directly free will be available. So for our course, it is sufficient. In the company, automatically we are going to spend for that. The company people will spend for that. Chaitanya, can you send the link? Which link? Yeah, classes are in the offline and online. That is one more plus point which we are having. Okay, in the outside market, we are not having the offline classes, but here we are having the offline along with the online. So in our course, it includes the both classroom plus online. If you want online means online, or if you want this classroom or online, whichever you are interested, you can choose. If you want to come for offline also, you can come for the offline. Okay. Kala Varshini. You can connect to the admin once regarding the fees payment and everything. You can contact the admin. As I've shared you the number now. Here is the number. Please make a note of the number and you can contact the admin once. In offline, how long I can use the lab? So from morning to evening, you can use the lab. Absolutely not a problem. What about the OpenAI models? So we are going to use the OpenAI models also. We are going to use OpenAI models, right? Can we shift batch from one time to another time? No, there is no possibility like that. Done? Still, anyone has any questions? Saudinya, your question is clear. So may I know the lab is offline? Yes, offline is there, online is there. Both offline and online. Both offline and online we are having. Which ID is used for development? So we are going to use the Google Colab. Okay, we are going to use Google Colab. We are going to use VS Code and we are using the Spider. We are going to use the multiple IDs for Python. Tomorrow is the first class for the Python. Okay, everyone please use this. And here I'm changing the number 9133 9133 43369. Okay, you can use this number for WhatsApp message only, guys. No need to call. Just you can message the WhatsApp. They can give the complete response. Will you provide the complete notes? Obviously, I'll provide the complete notes and what are I'm using in the class, PPTs, codes, and everything I'm going to share you. Ganesh, I'm working on the Power Platform right now. Is this help me to increase my salary? 100% it will help you to increase the salary. Shivam Yadav, if you are keeping 8 years of experience in Chennai, maintainable. If you are keeping the 8 years of experience in within the GenAI, no, because GenAI was developed recently, 2 years back. Maximum you can keep only 2 years within the GenAI, right? Yes, you can shift Rahman. You can shift from online to offline or anything. One time is possible. That is not a problem. Next, how long does will the mentor will be available throughout the day in offline? Yes, Rahman, the mentors will be available, and you can use the mentors, and you can ask what are the doubts you are having. They will be available from morning to evening. Completely, they will be available. Rahman, I'm having 13 years of experience in mainframe technology. Is it possible to switch to AI? 100% it is possible. Compared to your mainframe, this course is still more easy. Easily you can learn. That is one more advantage of the course. Is Gen AI completely coding in the jobs? No. Comparatively, the coding is comparatively less when compared to a full stack developer, a software developer, or any person developer point of view. If you see, when compared to them, it is having the less coding. Praveen, currently I'm in Germany. Can you tell me how I can access online lab? Uh, we are going to share you the link. We are going to share you the link, and in that link, like how you have joined for the today's class, in the similar way, you can join and you can clarify all your doubts, right? I have 10 years of experience related to DevOps. Can I join this class? I don't have experience in Python. Mohan, if you don't have any kind of experience in programming language or ML or anything, also not a problem. Absolutely not a problem, right? Is the point is clear? After completing this course, what is the process for placement? Is there any screening test or something like that? No. Here, once the your course was completed, we are going to help you in the interview preparation. How you can have the interview preparation, and from that interview preparation, how you can build your resume, and how you can keep your portfolio. And from that, we are going to share you the company links, and you can start applying for the companies. Dharmendra. When compared to Udemy courses, they are pre-recorded videos. If you have any questions, no one will be helpful for you. First, for example, if I enroll also in the Udemy, maybe 1, 2 classes by listening, I may understand. After third class, if I get the doubt and I want to ask some question, like how you are typing in the chat box as of now, I want to ask some questions. I will not get any kind of reply from that. So it is when we are learning the completely new, and based on that, when we want to go to the in depth and we want to choose a right career path, then we should not choose the pre-recorded videos. Okay. Now, sir, if you don't know how to do the projects, can you help us? See, initially no one knows how to do the projects. Once we understand the course and once we attend the classes, and automatically you will only develop the projects. Multiple projects you are going to develop. Tejasvi. As a fresher, I require to. It is required to full stack Python nowadays, sir. Not required. It is not compulsory. Multiple fresher jobs are available in the GenAI role. Within the GenAI, multiple fresher jobs are available. Swagati, Swagatika. Uh, I mean, after the course complete, can we ask the doubts? Absolutely. Right? Um, yes, every project is a real-time project. What are the projects we are going to do? Everything is a real-time project. Praveen Kumar. I travel a lot, may not be able to spend lots of time. So will I get lost in process of learning? If I find the interest, you may not lose because obviously you are going to pay with recordings. By listening to those recordings, once again, if you learn 100%, your interest and passion shows, right? Next, uh, what about the Raj? What was the placement percentage for your last batch or batches? So, Raj, this is our second batch in Gen and Agentic AI, and the previous batch is also going on. 2 months was completed. Still 1.5 month to 1.5 month course is balance. Sorry, 1.5 month was completed. 2 months course is balance. Right? And we are expecting uh, expected placement is minimum. We are expecting of out of 100%, 100 students, we are expecting 90% of the students will get placed. Right? Done. No. Sure, guys. Thank you all, and we'll meet tomorrow at 6 p.m. And everyone, please make a note of this tomorrow's class link. What are the tomorrow's class link is it? Everyone, please make a note and please join in this Zoom link using the Zoom link at 6 p.m. We'll meet tomorrow at 6 p.m. And tomorrow we are going to start the Python. The first class would be on the Python, as in the order I have told you, right? What is the order of learning? In that, first we'll start with the Python, that is in the tomorrow's class. Everyone make a note of this Zoom link. Done. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. We'll continue tomorrow, guys. We'll meet tomorrow at 6 p.m.